swallow of wine always steadies the hand.
Olaf stood in front of the walls of Eboracum, the Roman capital in Dreadland. It wasn't going to be an easy battle. He had underestimated the Romans. His men were heavily outnumbered by the city garrison. There was no time for building siege equipment either. The Danes knew that a Roman army was somewhere in its way to attack them. The only way that Olaf and his men stood a chance to win was if the Romans sallied forth and engaged them head on. Meanwhile, news of Olaf's return had reached Emperor Honorius, who was currently residing in the old capital of the empire, Rome. The two empires were in tatters. They were trying to fight over their former glory, while Huns, Vandals, Franks, Goths, Burgundians, and Saxons were only a few of the many tribes and peoples trying to take a piece of their lands. Olaf was no different in their eyes. He was one of many leaders who, driven by ambition or pure desperation, had the audacity to go against Rome itself. And he, as anyone who dared humiliate the empire, had to be met with his wrath. The men of Eboracum stepped outside their walls. They were willing to face the Danish army in an open field and take care of the Danes and their leader once and for all. It was a smooth sail. The Danes were able to make it to Breadland without any troubles. Guided by favorable winds and with the help of their well-crafted longboats, it took them half as much time to reach their destination as they initially predicted. With the help of Galem, the Danes were able to reach Eildon, the capital of the Picts. Fortunately, and to Galem's slight surprise, King Tallarg was still alive and well. Appreciating what the Romans was all that it took for him to be freed. After the bitter defeat he had suffered, both the Romans and himself knew that he wouldn't dare bother the Empire again. Olaf immediately requested a private meeting with the Pictish leader, where they discussed matters for a long time. Very few Danes knew what was discussed during the meeting. Olaf shared the words he spoke with Tallarg only to his most trusted men. Now, faced by the threat posed by the Roman garrison, the Danes were hoping for a miracle.
Wait until you can see them. Itching to cut you open! Out of this misery! We're the hard cases here! Whoa! You're even up to
It was all part of Ola's plan. The Picts, being masters of disguise, were eagerly waiting for the Romans to step outside the city walls, completely unnoticed. Once the two armies had clashed, it was their turn to make a move. Many Danes fell, but the garrison was in flight. Eboracum's gates were open, and the city was theirs for the taking.
See the day. Help me, please! It's too late! You are dead, man!